Hello everyone and welcome back to the Fishing with Matt channel. So today's video is going to hopefully be the one where we're going to be replacing and upgrading the handle on the boat. So yeah, I've got a new upgraded handle now. As you can see with this one, hello darling. As you can see with this one, we've got a seatbelt material underneath there and then it's stitched in as well. And then we've also, on this one, the old one, it was only 2 pieces of PVC, as you may have seen in the video. Yeah, exactly. So I hope you guys enjoy this. Do subscribe to the channel, like the video, drop a comment if it helped you, and yeah, let's get into it, everyone. So yeah, unfortunately, my handle did break, and that was partially due to this being of poor quality, and then the fact that I was winching the boat in up a difficult slipway. As you can see, there's literally 2 pieces of PVC there, which is not very strong. And then the new one has got seatbelt material under there, and then it's got the stitching on there as well, so it's a lot more reinforced. You can see the seatbelt material where the rectangle bit is compared to the old one. So yeah, what we're going to do, I was recommended to just stick this one on top and cut those little bits of fabric off, but I'm going to try and give it a go to remove the entire thing, because they're a different shape. I don't know if you can see, but there's one side that's got a little bit showing and one side's got none showing, so they are a little bit different in shape. And I'd prefer for it to have a stock factory look. So yeah, we're going to use a normal hairdryer to get that off and then sort it all out from there. So as well as the hairdryer, you can use a heat gun if you want, but I don't have one. And also that's a quick fire way to burn through your sib. I've also got these plastic scraping tools that I'm going to be using. This one is got a flat edge and it's not sharp or anything like that. It's a bit rough, probably won't use that one in the end. And then I've got some nail polish remover, if I don't drop it. It's got some normal Boots nail polish remover. There's not a lot in there. But that's for removing the glue and potentially helping me loosen it up a bit. That's acetone, so you've got to be careful with this stuff. For Hypalon ribs and PVC ribs, it's different what you use. But this one is PVC, so you're going to be using either MEK or just acetone. So we've got a bit of acetone with us. So the first thing I'm going to be doing, it's pretty scary to be honest doing this, I'm not going to lie. You could get a professional to do it, but they're going to be quite blasé with it because they know what they're doing sort of thing, but potentially don't know what they're doing, so they'll be uncareful with it and just go straight into it. So I'd try to be careful myself, but go gently start heating it and start prying it off. I don't think it should be too difficult, but we'll see how it goes, everyone. We'll get a close up for you guys and we'll crack on. So what I'm going to be doing with the hairdryer is I'm going to have it on full heat and then only 1 speed. So we're going to try and start from the top. There's also a lip, as you can see along here, a seam hairdryer. I'm not sure if that's structural to the boat or whatnot, but fingers crossed that's not something if I peel off the entire boat's going to deflate. So maybe we'll start from around there, but there's a couple of lips where against that seam it's a little bit open about there. So not to get a prying finger underneath there and start the job off. But yeah, we'll get you guys close up and see if we can do a good job. So as you can see, we're getting a little bit of progress there. So I'm slowly and gently just heating the surface of it. I'm starting to pick around the outer edge where this bit is, the outer lip. I've already got quite a good ways down there. I've got from about here, up there, and then down around here, all picked off. So yeah, just going slowly about it, taking my time, being careful, and not overheating the boat as well. So about the 5-minute mark, and as you can see, I've got all the way up here, around there, all peeled off. So another little progress update. Been doing it about 10 minutes now, and we've managed to get the plastic pick to be able to go underneath there. So probably about around here. Gonna start working my way down to this bit, and then hopefully should be able to start peeling it up and then scoring underneath the glue and bringing it all up. Another progress update, why not? Here we go. So what I'm starting to do now is keeping the heat on there. As you can see, we go a good way off, and you see the glue under there. It is starting to rain as well, so might start heading under the shelter. But at this point, you can start folding it up with the heat still applied because it will soften the glue, and you can just start slicing through the glue very gently. Obviously using a plastic tool is better. I've seen people using screwdrivers and stuff like that, which is metal, and that's just never a big idea. So yeah, I'm gonna go sort this out under the shelter now and carry on picking it at it. Very good, very nice. Yeah, I've come back out, been at it for another 5 minutes or so, and we're at this stage now. We're getting there. There's about this much here, is all glued here. Just really want to be careful of this seam. There you go, so that bit's come off. So we literally just got to get this last bit off, which should be pretty easy. Pull it across sideways rather than horizontally. So we've got a little bit of peel coming off there. But once that's covered up, I don't think that'll be a problem. And you won't be able to see it either, hopefully, once the new patch is applied. Here it comes, here it comes. Lovely job, there we go everyone. So we got the original bow handle off. Obviously, we did lose a bit of material here. As I said, that shouldn't make a difference. So yeah, next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna get some acetone or MEK. We're using acetone, and we're gonna get all this excess glue off. We'll mark up the new one, sand the spots down on both sides, and start applying glue, and hopefully get the old bow handle on. And for that, I might have to turn the boat over so we can push down instead of push up, which should make it easier. But yeah, very nice. Okay, so what I've done is I enlisted the help of my sister, and I flipped the boat over, as I probably should have done earlier. But what I've done is I've got the new one, and I've traced around where the old one was. So I've got that. I'm gonna mask it all around that area. Gonna go over it with quite a few layers to make sure there's a nice contour around here and it's not just jagged edges. And then we'll get to sanding down a bit. I don't have any sandpaper other than this, which is 80 grit, and one of those electric handheld mouse ones. So I'm just going to use that. 80 grit might be a bit harsh, but if you're careful, it's completely fine. Let's get sanding then. Oh no, I lied. Right then, we're going to do another time lapse on masking it up. This is very poor masking tape. I have to go buy some more. Cheers, mum. What you should be able to start to see is the material is obviously quite shiny, but where we're sanding it, it will start going dull, and that's a sign it's being roughed up. I can already feel, compared to here, that's nice and soft, you can hear it, and then that's already getting roughed up, and that is exactly what you want. You want a nice, clean but rough surface for both sides to adhere to. So yeah, I'm going to carry on doing that. It's obviously worth mentioning as well, as I said, you don't want to be using a power tool for this sort of thing, because you'll go straight through the material. As you can see, that's what it looks like underneath. There's it's like ropey sort of texture. So you want to be very gentle with this sort of thing, but obviously get the job done as well. See, there you go. So you can see that's quite shiny there. Yeah, that's whitened off and dull where we sanded it. You can also hear. It's worth saying as well, I've got a lovely moustache here, and just in the middle of the video, and that was it basically. Thank you guys. All right everyone, so a couple of days have passed now. So yeah, I've got a bit of time to glue this on. So what I've done is, instead of using masking tape, I did this on Tuesday. I used Gorilla Tape instead, because the masking tape just wasn't holding. It's a bit of a difficult spot to be gluing to. So I've roughed up this side, and I've roughed up this patch as well. We've got it pretty well matched up here. There's a few little gaps, but I'm not too worried about it. There'll be able to be a bit of excess glue that we'll be able to wipe off. So I'd say we're on the final few stages. Just prepping the surface up again, cleaning it off, making sure there's no debris or anything like that on there. Got a bit of nail polish remover, which is acetone, just wiping the first surface, and then be wiping this one as well, just to make sure there's no grease or anything like that, or contaminants. All right, so yeah, I've been taking my time with this because we want it to be strong, so we're gonna get onto the gluing portion. I'm a bit worried, a bit scared, but we've got to do it. I've got some scales here just to make sure we're all accurate as possible, know what's going on. It's 25 or 20 parts to 1 of glue to hardener apparently. I might go 15 to 1 potentially, sort of thing, but we'll have a look. If it goes wrong, obviously I can peel it back off again, but we don't want it to go wrong, so yeah, that's why I'm being cautious about it. So yeah, let's get the glue open. No going back now though, so yeah. What I'm probably gonna do is use about 1.5 tubes. Carlo sent me 3 tubes and 1 hardener. So also I should mention I should probably be wearing gloves, which I do have some, so I'll go put some gloves on as well. I don't know what the set time on this is, but I imagine probably rather quick when you put the hardener in. Put the cap back on. Go shake this one, 35 grams, that's cool. Shake this one up a little bit just to make sure all the chemicals are mixed. And we're gonna go for a couple of drops of this. There you go, that'll do, lovely. Right then, now what we're gonna do is gonna mix this up. We've got a paintbrush. You can obviously use whatever container you want, but just make sure the glue's not gonna melt it, sort of thing. But yeah, I'm gonna move you guys over, mix this up, and we'll start gluing. So Carlo recommended doing 2 or 3 layers of this, so I'm just gonna make sure this is really mixed up thoroughly. So yeah, here we go. Right then, first layer. There will be a bit of excess glue on the outside. I'm not too bothered about it. I just want to make sure with this that there's a good seal all the way around. So gotta make sure you get a nice thin layer all the way around here. So make sure you get all the gaps, all the edges. You want a nice thin, even layer all around. What we're gonna do is we're gonna put one on here, and then we're gonna put one on the grab handle as well. One layer, that is. This stuff dries actually pretty quickly, I'm surprised. I am surprised. Just making sure we've got everywhere covered. Want to make sure we've got the seams and everything like that. Don't want any spots missed. Make sure to go around the edges. Right, there we go, there's one layer on there. Definitely gonna need some more glue, I believe. And we're gonna go for one layer on here. Want to make sure to get it all the way around the edges everywhere. We're not messing around here. We want this stuck on properly so it'll never come off. There's always the inevitability that the handle's going to rip again, but I do not want this to unglue, so making sure to get absolutely everywhere. And yes, I should be wearing gloves. And I probably shouldn't be using that stuff on top of the boat either, but there you go, here we are. Right then, so there's a layer on each. Get that last final bit. There we go, we've got a nice thin layer on both surfaces. Gonna let that dry for a minute or two, and then we'll come back and sort it out. All right, so we've left it for a couple of minutes, and that first layer is dry and a bit tacky, which is what you want. Stick in here. So we're gonna get the second layer going. We're gonna go for 2 layers on these. So yeah, gonna get another thin, even layer going.
Every nice guys come over and think, oh nice, a bit glue, fresh bit glue, I'm gonna sit on it.
We don't want any problems in the future with this. So yeah, get another second layer on here. Double in the glue just by putting the second layer on, which is always better. What we'll do is we'll let this dry, and then I've got the heat gun slash hair dryer, and we'll sort that out. So the last final step before applying is to also take off all your tape, or otherwise you could get tape stuck underneath. So we're going to start by removing all these bits of Gorilla tape. And there you go, we've got the glue, you can see where it is. It's not 100% accurate for the rounding, but with the Gorilla Glue it's really difficult to move that stuff around, so it's the best I'm going to get, sort of thing. But I'm happy, and there is going to be a little bit of a layer around the edge where there's a bit of glue, but I'm completely fine with that, and we should be able to wipe that away with a bit of acetone. I did spill a little bit on the bottom of the boat here, but it wiped off completely fine. So yeah, gonna let that dry for a couple of minutes, and then we'll get the hair dryer on it on a low heat, and we will fit it and hopefully have no problems. Yeah, very good, very nice. Ladies and gentlemen, this is where it all comes down to. So we've prepped it up, we've taken the first one off, prepped it all up, cleaned it, applied the glue to both sides. Now what we've got to do, get a bit of heat and heat these back up and stick it together, and hopefully jobs are good. And so let's see. So yeah, if you can hear me doing that, seems to have brought back a bit of the tackiness, which is what I was expecting rather than drying it. So it's made the glue a little bit sticky. This application process does seem a bit weird to me, putting the glue on first and then letting it dry and reheating it, but If that's what you got to do, that's what you got to do. So yeah, we're heating up this bit. For rail blazer ports, we want to do this to make this bit malleable. But I don't think this is going to get any more malleable, to be honest. So we just heat it up just a little bit, get it all nice and tacky again. And we'll go for the final push as it goes. Make sure the edges are nice and heated up and tacky. Right then, we've only got one shot for this, so let's make it count, everyone. Here we go, we've got a plastic tool here to squeegee out air bubbles and stuff like that, so let's get this going. We've only got one shot for this. Oh no! Here we go then. Come here, you stop being a poo. Oi! No, don't do that. It's all right. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We'll go from the top, I think. Oh, here we go. Right, we're going for it. And now we just push it all on. Get that plastic squeegee tool. Get all the air bubbles out. Just had to make sure I got that placement right, otherwise I'd have a wonky handle, which doesn't seem like a good thing to me. So yeah, it's got to squeegee out all these bubbles as soon as possible. The patch is still nice and warm. I want to make sure I've got across this crease as well. It's all stuck down properly. Because where that crease is, there'll obviously be a bit of material that won't want to stick properly, so got to make sure it's all stuck in nicely around all this bit. Looking good though, it's really looking good. I put it on the right way as well, that's always a good sign. I was worried I might put it around the wrong way. Just making sure to push all these air bubbles out. But that looks pretty good, to be honest. That looks sick. Obviously time will tell with these sort of things. It really will. But at the moment, that looks proper solid. That looks really good. I'm happy with that. But yeah, with a rail blazer port, obviously you'll have a fishing rod, something like that in it. So you don't want a fishing rod popping off when you get a fish on. This is a lot more serious. This is taking a lot of weight. So time will tell. You'll be able to see me pulling my boat around on the live streams and stuff like that in videos. So we'll take this out for a spin next week, probably. We'll let this dry and cure for a while. But that seems like I've done a solid job right there. Just making sure all the air bubbles are out. Happy days, that looks good. That does look good. Oh yes, baby. Oh baby. Sweet as a nut, my friend. Sweet as a nut. Right then, what I'm going to do for the final step, I want to get a bit for PVC. It's MEK, as I said earlier in the video, or acetone. Nail polish remover has got acetone in it if you get the right one. So I've got some from Boots. It's literally £1.50 for this. Pretty cheap. I don't know how it's so cheap. The gloves were more expensive, but yeah, just got a bit of acetone. I'm going to wipe that around the edges, just to try and get some of the glue, excess glue off. Does seem to be taking some of it off, but we did do a pretty good job of lining it up. Obviously, as I said, there'll be a little bit of excess glue, which I'm not 100% worried about, because I just want to make sure that we got all the surfaces glued down properly. Don't want to go too heavy on this so we start eating the glue away underneath the actual bit, but yeah, getting the excess away will be a bit of noise. A bit of noise. Oh, lovely job. I'm happy with that. I'm very happy with that. Nice, look at that. That is sweet as a nut. We got the new reinforced grab handle, everyone. Happy days. So yeah, thank you so much everyone for watching this video. Really appreciate it. What I'm going to try to do now is to get some weight on there, or I'm just going to sit around here for a while, make sure it adheres properly, because it may start peeling off, you never know. But from what it looks like, this stuff is proper strong, so we may be good to go right now. Whew. Whew, I'm definitely glad that I took the first handle off. It'll definitely look a lot better and a lot more factory, is the saying, I guess. But yeah, time will tell if this sticks on properly. If not, it's not the end of the world. We can obviously peel it back off again without damaging the boat, I hope. So yeah, if this video did help you guys, I know it'll be a longer one, probably gonna be half an hour plus, but I'm gonna keep it like that because it's gonna be a tutorial, and for something like this, you don't wanna be left in the dark. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I really hope it helped you as well. Let me know in the comments if you did this sort of thing yourself. But yeah, I'll see you in the next one. See. Just a little bonus clip, just for you guys. Thank you. Fruits of my labour, eh? There we go, we've got a nice new bow handle. So for any hydrus owners that may be watching this, if you do have any problems with your bow handle, and it just start cracking or fraying or stuff like that, then Carlo will have these new and reinforced ones for sale on the site. So if you do need any help with it, do give him a message and I'm sure he'll help you out. He's got great customer service. That's one thing that I can say about the company. It has been very good to do with Carlo, so very nice. I haven't been paid to tell you this sort of stuff. I'm not sponsored or anything, so yeah, just honest reviews, honest opinions, and honestly very thankful that I fixed my boat. So there you go. We'll give it a test run, see how it goes next week. We'll let it all cure up and dry. It basically dries instantly, but there you go. Very nice, very nice.